Mountains, they're the very definition of immovable, a symbol of permanence. But what if they weren't? What if we could do more than just climb them? What if we could move them? Believe it or not, this has already happened on a smaller scale. In Pikeville, Kentucky, engineers undertook one of the largest earth-moving projects in US history. They didn't relocate a mountain, but they carved a massive channel straight through one, excavating nearly 18 million cubic yards of rock to reroute a river. Now imagine that power scaled up 1,000 times over. Today we're exploring 5 wildly ambitious ideas that take that concept to the extreme. These are the kinds of thought experiments that could reshape planets, control our climate, or just maybe break our world completely. Number 5. Greening the deserts. First on our list, turning barren deserts into lush paradises. The problem is simple. Some parts of our world get all the rain, while others, like the Sahara, are bone dry. The solution? A bit of cosmic redecorating. As a thought experiment, what if we could pick up a mountain range and drop it right in the path of moisture-filled winds? This would force that humid air to rise, cool, and dump all its water on one side, creating new rivers and fertile valleys out of thin air. It could theoretically end water wars and feed billions. But every paradise casts a shadow. The land on the other side of this new mountain range would be starved of rain, potentially creating a brand new desert and sparking an ecological disaster we never saw coming. Number 4, unlimited energy by taming tectonics. What if we could solve the energy crisis forever? Coming in at number 4 is an idea that sounds like it's straight out of a comic book. Harnessing the tectonic forces that build mountains in the first place. We're already learning how to tap into magma for geothermal energy. But let's take that a few steps further. Imagine using unimaginable power to theoretically nudge a tectonic plate, redirecting magma flows closer to the surface. You could create clean, on-demand geothermal energy anywhere in the world, making fossil fuels obsolete. The terrifying risk: a tiny miscalculation could trigger chain reaction earthquakes, or even worse, wake up a supervolcano that could plunge the world into a volcanic winter. Minor details, right? 3. Building new worlds on Mars. At number 3, we're leaving Earth behind. If we're going to be an interplanetary species, we need a second home, and Mars is the obvious choice. The problem is it's a frozen, nearly airless wasteland. While scientists are exploring different ways to terraform Mars, let's imagine the ultimate tool for the job: moving its mountains. By strategically shifting massive amounts of Martian rock and ice, we could potentially release trapped gases to thicken the atmosphere, or carve out massive basins to hold future oceans. This isn't just about building a colony, it's about jump-starting an entire planetary ecosystem from scratch. Of course, that raises a question as big as the mountains themselves. Do we really have the right to overwrite the history of an entire world? These ideas are mind-bending, and they only get crazier. If you love exploring the wild possibilities of science and technology, make sure you hit that subscribe button to see where our curiosity takes us next. Number 2, engineering the global climate. Coming in at number 2, we're talking about building artificial mountains to act as the planet's thermostat. Imagine constructing mile-high peaks placed with surgical precision to redirect jet streams or even block the path of hurricanes. We could build these megastructures out of anything, from asteroid materials to recycled industrial waste. They could even be designed to act as giant carbon capture devices, literally turning atmospheric CO2 into solid rock. But this godlike power has a dark side. We already know that man-made hills of mining waste have collapsed with devastating results. Now imagine a structure the size of a mountain failing. It could cast a crop-killing shadow for hundreds of miles or cause a disaster on a scale humanity has never witnessed. Experts warn that geoengineering on this level comes with profound and unpredictable risks. Number 1, a stairway to the stars. And finally, at number 1, the most audacious idea of all, using a mountain to build a space elevator. The single biggest thing holding back space exploration is the sheer cost of fighting Earth's gravity. A space elevator, a physical cable stretching all the way to orbit, would change everything. But what do you anchor a 22,000-mile-long cable to? For our final crazy idea, how about an entire mountain? By theoretically uplifting a peak in an equatorial region like the Andes and reinforcing it, you could create the ultimate anchor point for a tether to the stars. This would open the floodgates to asteroid mining, space colonization, and a true orbital economy. The risk is, well, astronomical. If that tether were to ever snap, it would whip around the Earth at orbital speeds, wiping out everything in its path. Greening deserts to building highways to the stars, the power to move mountains would make us the architects of our own world and maybe even our solar system. These ideas represent the peak of human ambition, but they're also a huge warning. Wielding this kind of power could distract us from fixing the problems we have right now, like finding real solutions for climate change. It all boils down to one simple question. Just because we can do something, does that mean we should? What do you think is the biggest risk or the biggest reward? Let us know in the comments below.